stops. Open toast stilettos, hungover office workers with the trots. The big issue seller makes their change for a living. An arsehole Russian stock broker makes a fucking killing. Opportunity delusion, drink and drug confusion, drama, commotion, and a shag for a promotion. There is hustle, bustle, cold hard faces, fashion, music and snobby briefcases. Only in London. Only in London. Hour-long lunch break, constant fucking heartache. The train is late. The train is late. A one under on the tube. That means another suicide. So rivet they don't care a schedule to keep on. Dreams get made and smashed. Unaffordable rent. Unless that is your money is heaven sent. Still they find a way to moan. Another selfie on her iPhone. Only in London. Only in London. Only in London.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Mayfield Music Livestream. My name is Lauren Potter, and tonight I'll be your host. This is our 13th live stream, and it is, of course, Halloween weekend, so we thought we'd get a little bit spooky here at Mayfield. How are you doing? What are you doing this weekend, and what costume will you be wearing? Let us know in the comments. Now, we have another amazing show lined up for you. I've spoken to both acts, and they're both very cool and very chilled, so hopefully we'll help you through your Thursday evening. Now, this is such a cool project that we run from Mayfield. We're not just a music studio. We have our own record label, our own house band. We produce music videos for our own artists and visiting artists. And we've recently released Mayfield Soul, which is an album on vinyl, which you can, apparently this means vinyl, which you can purchase. You can just send us an email or you can listen to it online. But tonight, it's not about Mayfield, it's about our two guests. First, we have Tom Bryan. He is a solo loop artist, multi-instrumentalist from Portsmouth. Taking inspiration from John Martin and Ben Howard, he uses his guitar percussively with delay, a drum machine, and uses his vocals to create moving soundscapes. And he's very cool and he's very awesome, and he's in the room with me now. Next up, we'll have Temples of Youth, who are a DIY dream pop bass band in the UK. They have elements of shoegaze, synth pop, and new wave. Temples of Youth, or Toy, as we've been calling them, are very proud of their lyrics, pride themselves on their hooks and their melodies, and they are Joe, Paul, and Mike, and they seem to be a lovely bunch. So get your wine, get your beer, get your coffee, and relax and have a lovely evening as I pass you over to the very cool Tom Bryan.
I'm feeling it, looking out beyond our cage. Plenty of ways that I'm feeling it, coming up 'cause everyone shouts off with their head. And are you happy now? And everyone's just waiting for the heavy weather. And everyone's just waiting for the heavy weather. And everyone's just waiting for the heavy weather. Safe to say, now the bombs have dropped and I'm feeling afraid of how it sounds. So take your time, but for now you just have to sit away around the corner where it'll. My headphones seem to have gone. Well, good evening, everyone.
Endless overpriced shops, coffee pit stops, open toe stilettos, hungover office workers with the trots. The big issue seller makes their change for a living. An arsehole Russian stock broker makes a fucking killing. Opportunity delusion, drink and drug confusion, drama commotion and a shag for a promotion. There is hustle, bustle, cold hard faces, fashion, music and snobby briefcases. Only in London. Only in London. Hour-long lunch break, constant fucking heartache. The train is late,
death and another headache. So what do you think you know? Fixing out in the comfort of your window. Another death and another headache. So what do you think you know? And what do you think you know? Do you think we're no good? Do you think we're no good? It's so strange I'm done. Strange I'm done. Strange I'm done. Coming down weird again, and it's making me twitch. Makes me feel so bad, man. I'm feeling love and I'm feeling hate too. Another one, another dumb, another. So what do you think you know? Looking out in the comfort of your window. Another death and another headache. And what do you think you know? And what do you think you know? Do you think we're no good? Do you think we're no good? It's so strange I'm done. Strange I'm done. It's in my mind. Take some time, get yourself straight. Take some time. It's in my mind. 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 Thank you to whoever's watching. My name's Bryan, by the way. That was a song called Strange Undone. And my next song is going to be a song called The Caustic Song. Oh well, coming down on Saturday, my life feels like a hazy mess at best. Not knowing what I've said or what I've done to make you stress. I might have been a dick, or most likely was a dick. Was I a dick to your friends? Was I rude in any way? Apparently I called a girl who watches Love Island a twat. I said that she's not really here, she'd rather live a life through that. But what do I really know? I don't know anything at all. The more I like to think I know, I show that I don't really know. Cause when I'm out I fake it, even when I'm home I crave it. I spend my life just chasing for these big rooms and big things. Don't wanna sound patronising, it's just my way of thinking. I hope it ain't just me, I hope it ain't just me. Well, all we do is moan and moan and moan and moan and moan some fucking more. Let's moan a bit about the weather, how much our life is a bore. We moan about everything, from our wives to our next of kin, about this country that we're in, or the fact that we're all skin. Brother, well, skin and all. But I don't know. I'll change the world, but I don't know. I'll do something, but I don't know how to do anything without saying I don't know. Cause when I'm out I fake it, you know, when I'm home I crave it. I spend my life just chasing for these big rooms and big things. Don't wanna sound patronising, it's just my way of thinking. I hope that ain't just me, I hope that ain't just me. Quick story, I dropped some acid in a park. I sat on a hill till after dark. I saw some shapes, some lights, and realised that time was but a man-made construct. Cause where the fuck are we? We're on some rock, flying through infinity, eternally just doing shit, and I can't comprehend how we all just kinda get on with it. But I don't know. I'll change the world, but I don't know. I'll do something, but I don't know how to do anything without saying I don't know. Thank you. Right, I'm gonna do one more. I've not released this song. This song's called Chaos at the Border, and I'll probably never release it, but I'm gonna play it for you anyway. This one, another one. Can I just do this one if that's all right? Is that okay? If you guys don't mind, I'm just gonna do this one. Because I'd like you to enjoy Temples of Youth, because I was been sat on this box for the last hour listening to them sound check, and I really like them. Okay. It's creeping up beside you. A sense of tempting fate. The dream slowly dying. days are filled with dread, and I'm running out of time. All these days they seem the same, and there's chaos at the border. No one remembers the name, but I don't know what I'm doing here. But I don't know what I'm doing here. And we turned our backs on progress, but I don't know what I'm talking about. 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 The dream is slowly dying. All these days they feel the same, but it's chaos at the border. No one remembers your name, and I don't know what I'm doing here. But I don't know what I'm doing here. Now we've turned our backs on progress, but I don't know what I'm talking about. 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 Don't know what I'm talking about. The dream is slowly dying, and every day feels the same. There's chaos at the border. No one remembers the name. Thank you very much.
I'm gonna clap you, Tom. Woo!
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Tom Bryan. That was like a mixture. That was like a sensory hit.
Oh, bless you. Thank you.
And you got some lovely comments coming up. I know that you're in the zone, and actually the screen's behind you, so you can't see, but some lovely comments.
Oh, thank you. That's nice.
And we had a little technical hiccup, but as the most relaxed man I think I've ever met, you were just like, cool, worst things have happened, let's just get back on track.
That's all right.
So thank you very much for coming. How does it
It's my
feel to
pleasure.
be playing? And
It's nice. It's nice to play in here. It's quite comfortable. Obviously the audience is online, which is not something I thought I'd do again, but here I am. Yeah, it's nice. I'm pretty chill. It's Thursday today, isn't it?
Thursday today.
Yeah, it's a lovely Thursday here at Mayfield.
I like your delivery of some of the comedy lines made me crease, and I've already heard that song. Hearing it live, I was like, oh, and your expressions as well just add to it.
It's a different beast live.
It really is.
I enjoy putting it halfway through my set because it breaks up from the loops, and it's a moment for me to be a bit real with people and almost just say how I view the world in a sense, but make it kind of bite size.
Yeah.
And then usually I've never had a bad reaction from it yet.
Yeah.
We'll check the comments.
we'll see.
I'm joking. And then you move on to a song well, because I'm in the room with you, all I can hear is vocal and your guitar, so I
Right.
can't wait to listen back
Oh,
and
really?
hear all the layers.
Oh dear.
No, not all dear, but to go from such a more speechy, not completely comical, but comical elements, and then a passionate, belty number, and I can't even hear all the layers.
Right.
You're really versatile as a performer.
well,
And
thank
is that
you.
something that you're going for? Or are you just, this is how I felt when I created this or I wrote this? How does it work?
I think I wrote that. When did I write that? I wrote it pre-lockdown. I wrote it end of 2019. I wrote that song, and I was just a bit miserable then, and I'm not as miserable now. I feel like I should be more miserable now, but no, I'm not. And yeah, I just went, yeah, it's 2 chords and some anger, and there that is. It's just, yeah, a bit of giving a shit about something, I suppose.
I get that. And how did you? Because I called you an octopus about an hour ago. He's using his feet, his voice, his hands. Your brain must be going wild in there.
It's just rehearsals.
Which did you discover first? Like, I found I could sing, or guitar. Or
My
drum
first
machine?
one was drums. I started playing drums when I was 10. No bullshit. Apparently, my dad used to put a book on the floor and then roll the pram over the book, and that used to get me to sleep.
Bang,
Bang. So, apparently that worked. But I started playing drums about 10, and then I picked up guitar about 8 years ago, and I started singing about the same time. So yeah, I was always just playing drums. I didn't do music for years, and then when I started doing music again, I was like, why the fuck have I done this for years? And now that's all I do.
Out of
So,
interest, what did you do in the time you were away from music?
nothing.
Nothing else.
Not really. Just
Some people are like, I worked in a dentist for 2 years and I hated it.
I went to college and did nothing, and just and did nothing for years, and then suddenly I just went, my granddad, bless him. I'm wearing his jumper actually. He passed away a couple of years ago, bless him. But he gave me my first ukulele and my first harmonica when I was about 16, and always felt that I should be egged on to do that. And yeah, I guess I'm not sure. That sounds really soppy, doesn't it? But yeah, I guess I'm still doing it, which is quite nice.
That's lovely. And you've got your granddad's jumper on now.
I
which
do,
is
yeah. I do.
Super sweet.
It's kind of, yeah.
Suits
so
you. Looks like your own. to
I
be
know,
fair.
right? Well, it was meant to be, wasn't it?
Speaking like I've known you for years.
Oh, no, that's all right.
But you've told me outside when we had a brief chat that you had actually been keeping yourself very busy over lockdown in a very musical way. So if you feel like sharing that with us, then please do.
So I'm 28 now. I was 27, and I was working in care, and as I was working in care, I thought during lockdown, I can't fucking do this anymore, and so I decided to go to uni, and I now go to uni and I do kind of composition and music and computing and recording, and it's not even so I can get a job at the end. Like I might get a job at the end, but it's just 3 years of just not having to be an adult, and just 3 years of just being able just to do nothing. Not even do nothing. I'm doing loads. I'm really busy, but it's just 3 years to just do what I enjoy rather than having to live in a real world for a bit. That's kind of why I did it.
Definitely, it's majorly creative, and you get a degree out of it.
Yeah.
And you'll be creating
Yeah.
compositions, which is mega.
Yeah, I enjoy doing that. Doing stuff for film as well. It's a keen interest of mine at the minute. I enjoy making music for that because it's just like you can kind of compose in any genre. As Hans Zimmer said, you could make a psychedelic country album one day and then make an opera the next, and I just kind of enjoy that.
It's like a blank canvas.
Yeah, it's fucking great. I love it.
So do you want to tell us the bad news and the good news?
The bad news that I'm doing 2 more gigs of this in this entity, and I'm quitting. God, nah, you've only met me 5 minutes. Guys, quitting already. This guy. No, I've been doing this for 2 years, and I just want a band, and I just want to play rave music, and at the minute I enjoy doing that, and I'm going to go down that way. And I think I've got 2 more shows as this. One on the 19th of November supporting Ben Ottewell from Gomez at Staggeringly Good. And then, get tickets for that because that will be good. And then there's Icebreaker Festival. I'm playing, I don't know where or when, but I'm playing it. So keep your eyes on that.
And then how can we find you in your band?
My bands? Oh.
Or is that to be confirmed?
I don't know what we're going to call ourselves yet. We've gone through so many names. Like, I don't even want to say them. Some of them are awful. Like, I'm just trying to figure out what good names.
Well, let's get the people at home to put some suggestions in.
I like Narco Subs.
Okay.
I think Narco Subs is kind of a cool name. Did you know the Narcos actually made their own submarines to get cocaine across the thing, and they're called Narco Subs. I saw that on QI, and I thought that's kind of a cool band name.
That is a cool. Right, we'll put it in the maybe pile.
So that's a maybe. Sourtooth was another maybe. That's all right. Yeah, there's others. I'm not going to list them all to you.
All right. Well, if you can think of any and you want to suggest it, put it forward to Tom for his next venture. Chuck it in the live stream. If not, what can you leave us with, Tom? What leaving passage? If we don't get to see you in this format again, you can give us a line from your song. You can give us a motto. You can give us I don't know.
The best motto I've ever been given, and that was for my dad, and it's the more you think you know, the less you really know. So there you go. Take that, and
I like it.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for having me.
I like your style. I like your style musically, and also I like your honesty. Like, I'm 28. I was 27. I enjoy that very much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks for coming to Mayfield. We're now going to have a little swap over and invite our 3 next musicians to come in. They're Temples of Youth. But whilst you wait, let's have a sneak peek at their music video, Enso.
up on your soapbox, boy, and that's not gonna make you taller. You can swim as far as you want out into the ocean, nothing's gonna hurt the water. You can run for miles and miles and miles, only gonna reach the border. So keep standing on this life, and your life's only gonna be getting shorter. Come read the news without a frown on your face. The world, it thinks you're going mad. People fill the streets with fights, our boots and old receipts and lungs to bleed. Babies they blind. So sweet, sweet Caroline, mind is all the summertime when I like to get in you. Sweet, sweet Caroline, won't you be a friend of mine? Let this summer blossom over you. Oh. You can scream, protest on the streets in a 75-degree heat to a marching beat. Stick your faces on the covers of the magazines, stamp your feet, still you haven't afflicted the enemy. Do you hold a belief to the side of his face? Fire brigade won't come cause they won't strike again. Didn't get the wages they deserve to be paid. Still the spotlight shines on the footballers' theatre parade. Come read the news without a frown on your face. The world, it thinks you're going mad. People fill the streets with lights, our boots and old receipts and lungs to bleed. Babies that buy. So sweet, sweet Caroline, mind is all the summertime when I like to get in you. Sweet, sweet Caroline, won't you be a friend of mine? Let this summer blossom over you. Sweet, sweet Caroline, won't you be a friend of mine? The mind is all the summertime when I like to so sublime. Oh my dandelion, look my baby Caroline. Keep my focus on the brighter side, and I'll keep my focus on the brighter side.
Crash TV, no talent show. I'll fix you up ahead if you don't know. Bursting from my veins, never resting my brain. Forever searching for the holes who feel the same. And all I wanted to part the sea, to get away with the great brain robbery. And all I wanted to part the sea, to get away with the great brain robbery. I'd rather my head was up in the clouds and buried in the sand of this crowd. The truth is we're small, no matter how tall. I hope it's you that answers when you hear me call. And all I wanted to part the sea, try to pour yours away. Every minute, every hour, every day.
Cool, thank you. Hi everyone, we're Temples of Youth, and we're going to be playing a few songs for you. Thank you for tuning in. This first one's called Days Like Ours. What was and could have been, return and start again. Remember, say you will. And as the heavens spin, the truth comes crashing in. Remember, say you will. Remember, say you will. What was and could have been, return and start again. Remember, say you will. And as the heavens spin, the truth comes crashing in. Remember, say you will. Remember, say you will. Cool. I like that there's no one here, but it's also weird there not being anyone here. I like that I don't have to like perform in front of people, but yeah, it's kind of odd too. Kind of odd.
You have to just sense that they're out there like ESP.
Yeah. Okay, so this next track is one we released. Oh gosh, it must have been pre-COVID, hey? Long ago. It's called Rose Tinted. From the start till turn my guitar down in my headphones, please?
Me too, please. Joe's guitar down a touch. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Still down.
Yeah, that's it,
Thank
nice
you.
to hear it, though.
Yeah.
It's very well played.
Thank you. Oh, we can see people's comments come here on the screen. Oh, cool. Rita says brilliant. Thank you, Rita. Cool. So this next track we're going to play is a track called Night Swim. Oh, thank you, Eileen. thank you for all the comments. I nearly missed my cue on that track there because I was looking at your message, Linda.
Thanks, Linda.
I was like, oh.
I can't see any of them.
Oh, Mike. Joey commented.
Oh, also, what did she say?
I can't quite recall.
Hopefully
I think
Something nice.
hopefully
something nice.
complimentary, okay.
Something nice. Yeah, no, yeah. That mic's really rubbish. Something
Yeah.
like that. It was.
Something fair.
Yeah. Something like that. Sorry, just retuning for this next track. So this is our newest track. Well, I say new.
The last one we
The
released.
last one, which was a little while ago.
Bit heavier than the others.
Yeah, this is called Mercury. Hold on.
That was an introduction.
Hold on.
Just clarification.
I don't want to upset either.
Yeah, I'm good. Sorry.
Ready?
Yeah. Good vibes, Chris Peace. Thank you. I would be ashamed to see bad vibes. So that's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the good vibes.
Thank you very much. Okay, we've got 2 more tracks to play for you, if that's all good. I mean, it's a lot easier to switch off this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not like you're not paying attention or you walked off. You could just turn the phone off. But thank you for tuning in if you're still with us. This next track is called Silver Cross. Right. Last one. Yeah, it's weird saying thank you, isn't it? Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
It's a hopeful thank you.
Yeah, sorry, I just need to have a drink.
I'm just hoping that this camera hasn't got my gut. But it's the MySpace angle.
I've got a guitar to hide it.
You're okay, guys. Right. Just want to say before we do our last track, you're trying to see, aren't you? Just before we play our last track, just want to quickly say thank you very much to Mayfield for having us and for the guys who have been so great setting up and
Yes, thank you very much.
stuff going on behind the scenes. Thank you very much for having us. Yeah, this last track is called Suburbia. We're Temples of Youth. If you like what we do, you can pop it into Facebook and give us a little like. That would really help us out. Thank you very much. Wait. I've done it again.
Almost ready. Almost.
Okay, it's because I'm getting distracted with the talking. Cool. I'm good. Yeah.
getting closer than ever. It's getting closer than ever. It won't last forever. Thank you. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you.
Thank you.
No car crash TV, no talent game show. I'll fix you up ahead if you don't know. Bursting from my veins, never resting my brain. Forever searching for the holes who will feel the same. And all the world is democracy, yeah, to get away with the great brain robbery.
You can relax. You've done the hard part, and now it's just having a chat. So I'll start with you, Joe. How do you feel playing? Because you're like, oh, there's nobody here. It feels so different.
Yeah, it's a bit weird. We've done a couple of live sessions before, but they've been sort of recorded and then put out. We haven't really done one that's been like a live stream. So yeah, it's a little bit odd, but I quite liked it because I get quite anxious whenever we play. But it was nice not to have anyone like staring staring at you. Yeah, so I quite liked that.
I think it was nice to do it as a band. Because in the first lockdown, like I did a few that was solo, and it was at home, and I was just kind of was basically staring at the wall, you know, like and hoping that people were watching, and that was really strange. You know, at least we're in here, and then we can interact with each other. Like, you're not just sort of staring at the wall, kind of going.
It's nice to see the comments come up on the screen as well, although I did nearly mess up because a couple of times I was
Get distracted.
I got distracted.
Yeah.
Well, you have to look back because there's tons of lovely comments, and you've got
Oh,
new
no.
fans.
Oh, great. Oh, we will do.
Oh, wow.
Somebody's
thank
written,
you.
I haven't heard these guys before and I love them, so
Awesome.
it's
Thanks,
worth
Mum.
doing. Don't worry, Michael wasn't your mum. So yeah, so Paul,
my
how
mum.
do you all know each other? Are you friends from
Barely.
music or what?
Well, we met last week. No. So Joe and I have known each other for 5-6 years now,
Yeah.
5 years. And I just basically put an ad out for a vocalist, and then Joe answered, and then that was it, wasn't it? And
Yeah,
then
I was the only one, so
we were
I didn't give him a choice.
that was it. But no, her voice sounded fantastic, and I just thought, wow, this is great. And then we got together and we did some songs, and then along the way met
then
this
you found
chap,
Mike.
this fantastic drummer here,
They
Mike.
found me in a bin. Like that guy,
we thought we'd give him a
like
chance.
that guy from Sesame Street, the Groucho, whatever he's called. And I thought, yeah,
but-
okay.
but slightly more smelly.
Yeah.
Can
Oh,
tell you're
thanks.
very good friends because you're slamming each
No,
other.
he's brilliant. No, he's
Oh, thank you.
fantastic, and he's been.
Well, I
joining
saw
us and
these
playing with
guys
us and-
at a So Far Sound show.
Oh yes.
Because I used to MC them, and was instantly kind of in love with them. I thought they were amazing, and I still think that. And I think you guys had first asked if you could borrow some drum equipment, and then they said, actually, like, can we borrow you?
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yes. And even my mum has seen you guys, like, and remembers you guys. So that's always a good sign.
That's
And kind of how my mum sort of remembers some. Well, anything really.
It is nice, although I'm thinking they asked to borrow your gear, so that we should probably invite him into a show using his stuff.
Hey, listen,
Yeah.
it was pity. I don't care how I was chosen, just long as I was chosen. Yeah.
No, he's brilliant. He's just added a whole other dimension to it, I think, really. So, and it's really,
Oh, thanks.
it's a good dynamic.
Definitely, and it's a very different dynamic musically, and also like I'm watching you and the way you gel together because you're very relaxed, which is putting me at ease. This has probably been the most chilled week we've had so far. But you're looking at me now like we're not relaxed.
Like, oh, we all deserve like Oscars for that acting performance. Like,
So you said you feel sometimes nervous. Do all three of you get stage fright, or is it?
Yeah.
Does it ebb and flow? Does it depend on the day?
I wouldn't really say it was stage fright because I live in a permanent state of anxiety. So for me, it's just constant. But I do get a little bit more of a flutter of nerves. But yeah, it's a different. Yeah, I suppose I do a little bit. I get more nervous about some shows than others. When we played our first one after such a long break because of COVID, we'd had maybe it was about 18 months, wasn't it? And then we went to go and play something, and I was really quite.
Yeah,
like,
my
really
hands were
quite
shaking
shaky
when we
for
did
that
that.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think it's natural. Even not performing and mingling again, it's like how do I respond to people?
Yeah.
Let alone how do I share something creative?
Yeah.
In our first gig, like, do you remember this? I went up to the bar. I've never said these words in my entire life, and I was ordering a Coke. And then a lady asked if I'd like ice. Do you remember this? And I went, "Hells to the yeah, sister."
Oh yeah.
And instantly I was like, "Oh my god, where did that come from?" I was like, just like to backpedal and apologise that ever came out. You know, I don't know where that came from.
Lack
It's like,
of social
I just
practice.
sort of I've forgotten how to be around people.
Well, at least it was enthusiastic. That's what we
Exactly.
like. So you had.
I like
lots
an
of
ebullient
comments.
utterance.
Oh,
Sorry.
No, go say it. Share it.
I said, I like an ebullient utterance.
Is that English?
It is indeed, Squire. It is indeed, Squire.
Mike,
It is sausage.
I have to take your number. You're nuts.
Okay.
Thank you. Right, so you had lots of questions and comments, and one of the
That's
comments
nice.
questions was, "What are your musical inspirations?" And that might be individual, so we might have to go down the line.
Yeah, I think I think me and Paul listen to a lot of kind of similar stuff, but in terms of influences, it's changed a lot over the last kind of 5 or 6 years. It was a little bit more sort of electronic-y stuff in the beginning, and then it's kind of got a bit more organic now, hasn't it? I'll sort of think of stuff that I'm listening to at the moment. So, been listening to the new kind of like Wolf Alice album, which is really good. I've been listening to. I'm always listening to Florence and the Machine all the time.
I thought that when I heard you, if I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Can I say that?
Yeah, I think in terms of songwriting, like the way that she kind of writes songs, and the kind of language that she uses and things like that, I kind of looked at that a lot when I was starting to kind of write stuff. And I listen to kind of a lot of older things as well, like Joni Mitchell and singer-songwriters like that.
Cool. I'm sensing that for sure. It makes sense.
Yeah.
How about you, Paul?
I get sort of obsessed with certain bands, but they're usually quite sort of obscure US indie bands, and then you explain them and no one's ever heard of them. But I love Beach House, is one of my favourites, and Wild Nothing, I really love them. And then over the years, I mean, I've always been influenced by like Brian Wilson, Beach Boys, and that kind of stuff as well, and more obscure things as well, like Captain Beefheart and stuff like that. So
Yeah, some of that is a
fair
I
range
don't know some
of
of it,
stuff, yeah.
but maybe somebody watching might be a US indie big fan. So,
But yeah, anything that I think that's done well or is interesting, I'll give it a listen. But
Cool.
those are my favourites, I think.
how about you, Mike?
Hello. Yeah, so I mean, I've got kind of a crazy sort of like eclectic mix of tastes. In fact, I was on the train yesterday, and it went from I think it was Maria Callas's Queen of the Night aria from Mozart's The Magic Flute, and then it went into Morbid Angel, and I was thinking, you know, that's kind of like the two ends of what I like. But I'm really into things like singer-songwriters. I love Rufus Wainwright. There's a guy that's called Noah Gunderson, if you've heard of him. He's a beautiful man, amazing voice. Yeah, so I'll check him out.
So you're really coming from quite different angles in the band, but that's good because then you get a pie of yumminess.
Amazing.
Now,
I might have that on a
It's our
t-shirt.
new name.
Pile of yumminess.
yeah, put it on the Spotify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could be the new EP.
I've researched the answer to this now, but a question from Hannah Ream, who's an artist here from Mayfield, would like to know, what is shoegaze? What is the meaning of shoegaze?
Oh. Well, it's a kind of
Buckle yourself in.
wall of sound, I suppose. So it's lots and lots of guitars or synths kind of mixed together to create this kind of ethereal giant sound with lots of reverb and bands like Slow Dive and Lush and My Bloody Valentine, I suppose, would be the most well-known ones. But there's also there was a kind of new shoegaze movement, I think, sort of around 2010. So there's a load of other bands that do it, and I think some people, because a lot of genres mixed together now, so I think people take little parts of it and use it in their stuff. Because even stuff like Wolf Alice, I hear it in there, even though they're not a shoegaze band. So I think it's almost kind of, you know, something that a lot of people use.
Yeah, Slow Dive are a good one to look at if you want to kind of hear more of what that stuff.
Well, there you go, Hannah.
I was sort of thinking it's because we're really shy. You know, that's how we approach social situations. Sort of gaze at our feet.
Well, that's how it came about. If you want a geeky fact, that's how shoegaze came about, because it was basically lots and lots of pedals on the floor. So all the musicians would stare at the floor. So that's why it's called shoegaze, I think. I believe that's what it's called.
Once again, I've stumbled onto the correct answer.
There you go.
Love it. There might be more questions, but I can't remember now because you're too interesting and you're distracting me with your interestingness. So before we love you and leave you, thank you very much for coming. It's lovely to meet you.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
Where can we see you again? Can we see you live? Is it possible?
Yeah, so we are playing at the Brook in Southampton next Friday, the 5th of November, supporting Wren. And then on the 11th of November, we are playing at the Edge of the Wedge in Portsmouth, so local to here, supporting a band called Hanya. And then in December, I think we've got another one in Portsmouth, but I can't quite remember the date. But if you want to kind of, if you go onto our website, which is templesofyouth.co.uk, and click on live, it'll take you to all of the dates that are upcoming, and we'll be at Icebreaker Festival as well
Cool,
next
so
year.
we've got lots of opportunities to come and see Temples of Youth.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you guys so much, Joe,
All right.
Paul, Mike. Thank you to Tom, Bryan, who played first. And we've got Sam and Matt behind the scenes. And our boss, Dom, is actually out gigging tonight. How rude is that? But join us in 2 weeks. We've had 2 more amazing acts on Thursday the 11th. Not trying to compete with you guys. I know that you've got a gig that night too. But if you don't fancy going out, it's at the Edge of the Wedge one.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't fancy going to the Edge of the Wedge, tune into the next stream. We've got 2 more amazing acts. I've been Lauren. Thank you to Mayfield for having us all, and see you soon. Good night.